Hey friends, and welcome to Doing School Online. We are going to do our new grammar like we would in class, except way more calmer. So I'm going to just basically get through it. We're going to do it 7 times each. And we are going to start with first conjugation, pluperfect tense. Hope you can see this. Alright, are we ready? We pretty much know this one, so I'm just going to say them one time, and then we're going to sing them 2 times. So first conjugation, pluperfect tense. Eram, eras, erat. Aramis, aratus, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. All right, let's sing it. Aram, eras, erat. Aramis, aratus, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. Aram, eras, erat. Aramis, aratus, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. All right, let's sing it one more time. And this time, just go ahead and sing as loud as you can. It's okay. You ready? Here we go. Aram, eras, erat. Aramis, aratus, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. Aram, eras, erat. Aramis, aratus, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. All right, now we're going to learn a new math fact. It is a commutative law. So we have the commutative law for addition, which states A plus B equals B plus A. And we have the commutative law for multiplication, which states A times B equals B times A. So we'll say them again. The commutative law for addition, A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication states A times B equals B times A. So there is a tune to this also. Are we ready? Here it goes. The commutative law for addition, A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication, A times B equals B times A. The commutative law for addition, A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication, A times B equals B times A. Now we can do this in sign language also. We have the sign language A and B. That's pretty much all we need. And then we can do plus and multiply. Okay? So the commutative law for addition is A plus B equals A plus, A plus B equals B plus A. So let's do that again. A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for addition, A plus B equals B plus A. All right, and then we'll do the same thing for multiplication, except we'll cross our arms to do the X for multiplication. Can't really see my arms, can you? X, there we go. The commutative law for multiplication, A times B equals B times A. The commutative law for multiplication is A times B equals B times A. The commutative law for multiplication, A times B equals B times A. All right. Thought my screen was about to go off on me. All right. Coordinating conjunctions. Oops. This one we will do all the signs for in sign language as well. Let me see if I can move the cursor. There we go. Okay. Coordinated conjunctions. We have F for A and N nor. B but O or Y yet S so. Coordinated conjunctions. F for A and N nor. B but O or Y yet S so. Okay, so the sign language, we'll do an F. Can y'all see my hand? F, A, N, B, O, Y, S. Let's do it again. F for A and N nor. B but O or Y, yet S, so. All right, let's try it again, and this time, let's do it one more time, and then I'll sing it. Ready? F for A and, N nor, B but, O, did I see O? O or Y, yet S, so. Notice my thumb. That's an A, that's an S. A, S. Okay? So, coordinated conjunctions. F for A and, N nor, B but, O or Y, yet S, so. F for A and, N nor, B but, O or Y, yet S, so. Alright, let's just do it one more time. F for A and, N nor, B but, O or Y, yet S, so. Now, science. What are some ways, wow, you can write crooked. What are some ways light is observed? Ways light is observed by reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, particle. What are some ways light is observed? Some ways light is observed by reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, particle. I'm going to have to put this thing down so I can use my hands. So what are some ways light is observed? We're going to say reflection. Your hand's reflecting your other hand. Reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, and particle. Little bitty particle. I'll hold my hand down here so it's easier to see. I'm wearing black for this reason. All right, so what are some ways light is observed? Light is observed by reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, and particle. All right, let's do it one more time. What are some ways light is observed? Light is observed by reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, and particle. Screen's going out on me again. There we go. Okay. Now let's do Oceana Geography. Oceania Geography, we have Australia, Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Indonesia. But in our song, we're swapping these words to make it make more sense. But Oceania Geography is Australia, Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. So let's find them on our map. I got this off of page 176 in our guide, but I actually have it on my picture frame here, and it's 172, and it's already labeled on page 172, but I'm already using that one, so I got this one, and I labeled it myself. So, I might have to come a little bit closer. Can y'all see this okay? There we go. So we have, there it is, Australia, then the Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Indonesia. So it's Australia, Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Indonesia. But the song will go like this. Let me see. Get my paper out. Oceana Geography, Australia, Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. All right. And if you want to finish it, it's like, it's going down for real. I'm not doing that. Okay, so let's try it again. We have Oceana Geography. Oceana Geography. Australia, Great Barrier Reef. New Zealand. Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. We're going down for real. I cannot not do it. Alright, we'll try it one more time, okay? Y'all point to the screen, or if you have this in front of you, go ahead and point to it as we sing it, okay? Oceana Geography, Australia, Great Barrier Reef, New Zealand, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. We're going down for real. Okay, I did it. so that is our Oceana Geography. Now we're going to do Tell Me About the Fall of Communism. In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid. So the signs we're going to use on this one is in 1989. Okay, does that look? I'm backwards. Hope this looks right. Okay, in 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid. Give me like set pieces. Alright, so in 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid. Okay, so I'm going to play the song, and we're going to do it with the song. Now, if I can, I may not be able to actually. Yes, I can. All right, we ready?
In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid. In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid.
Alright, we'll go over it one more time. I'll let her sing it.
Week 22. Tell me about the fall of communism. In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid.
In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid. In 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev refused to send them military aid.
So I forgot to tell y'all, this is Gorbachev, the G in sign language. So it's in 1989, the communist dictators began to fall in Eastern Europe when Soviet General Secretary Gorbachev, can I see that? Refused to send them military aid. All right, I think we've done that one 7 times. All right, so now that we are done with that, the next thing I am going to do is review instead of going straight to art, music, because I just feel like it might just flow a little bit easier. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the current week. So I am going to do, oh, you know what? I didn't do timeline, did I? I'm sorry. Let's do timeline, and then we will do review, and I will start with timeline on review. Put this here so I don't lose my spot. Okay, so we have, I don't have my timeline cards for this week. I bought them used, and I didn't have them in that pack. So we're going to do the motions. North Atlantic Treaty, the Korean War, you're taking a sword and you're stabbing the sword. And then the rest of is Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War. Then U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. So you're walking on the moon like you're in slow, fast motion. Running fast, but in slow motion. I don't know how to word that correctly. But anyway, I think you'll get the point. So let's do it again. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement. Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. All right, we'll do it again. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement. I don't think I have right team. Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. Alright, let's see how fast we can go. Y'all ready? We're going to try to do it not super fast, but a little bit faster. And then we'll go super fast. Are you ready? North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. Alright, now let's do it super fast. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. Yes. Alright, now we'll just do it super slow. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador. The Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. All right, now we've done our timeline. Sorry about skipping that one. All right, we're going to go, I'm just going to do timeline, I think, all the way through, and then we'll go back and do some of our other stuff. So, let's do, maybe I'll do that with all of it. We'll just stay per subject. So, let me just go to the subjects. If y'all have your guides, the subjects are actually, I think in the very front. It could be just the way I've ordered my, yeah, it is. It's actually near the back. I have mine in the front because I took all my stuff apart. All right, so we have, where is timeline? Timeline, here we go. We're going to start with Cherokee Trail of Tears, which is week 18. So we have Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. Westward Expansion, Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto, the Compromise of 1850, and the Dred Scott Decision. The kids like to sing that one. U.S. restores trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria's rule over India. Jarin publishes The Origin of Species. Alright, that's week 18. Now let's do week 19. Whoops, I did not start on the right week. We were supposed to go back further. That was at the very end. So let's start all over. Sorry, guys. We are going to start with Age of Industry. I didn't think that sounded like we went back far enough. Here we go. Week 16. Age of Industry. Age of Industry. James Cook sails to Australia and Antarctica. Sorry, y'all. I try not to sing, but it happens. American Revolution and General George Washington. Madison's Constitution and the Bill of Rights. French Revolution. The Second Great Awakening. Louisiana Purchase and Lewis and Clark Expedition. All right. 10, 11, 12. Okay. Then we'll move on. Napoleon crowned Emperor of France. Liberation of South America. The War of 1812. The Missouri Compromise. Immigrants flock to America. The Monroe Doctrine. Romantic period of the arts. Alright, the next will be where we started just a minute ago. Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. Westward Expansion, Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. The Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott Decision. U.S. restores trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria's rule over India. Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. Lincoln's War between the states. Reconstruction of the southern states. Dominion of Canada. Otto von Bismarck unifies Germany. Wars in Africa. The Spanish-American War. The Progressive Era. Is that right? The Progressive Era. Yep. Australia becomes a Commonwealth. Mexican Revolution. World War I and President Wilson. Lenin and the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. U.S. evangelist Billy Graham. Modern period of the arts. The Great Depression and the New Deal. Alright, y'all. I told you I was going to try to not sing this, and here I am singing the whole thing. Alright. Last week that we have cards for. World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Stalin and the USSR and the Canteen Masquerade. The United Nations formed. The Cold War. Gandhi and India's independence. Jewish state established. Mao and communist victory in China. We're hearing a lot about China lately, aren't we? All right. And then we have North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador, the Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. Whoops, walk on the moon. All right, there's a review for timeline. Now let's do, since we'll do math, because it's the first thing that come up, so we'll do that really quick. And we have the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle equals length times width. Good job. The area of a square. The area of a square equals the length of its side squared. Area of a triangle. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. Good job. The area of a circle, where am I at? Oh yeah. The area of a circle equals pi, reading pi, 3.14 times the radius squared. I'll do that one again because I kind of like froze up on it because I lost my space or spot. All right, the area of a circle equals pi, 3.14 times the radius squared. All right, and then the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle equals 2 times pi, 3.14 times the radius. The radius is the middle of my arm because that's the middle of the circle. I had a kid ask that question one day, so just clearing it up. The associative law. The associative law for addition goes something like this. Open parenthesis A plus B. Close in parenthesis plus C equals A plus open parenthesis B plus C closing parenthesis. The associative law for multiplication goes something like this. Open parenthesis A times B. Close in parenthesis times C equals A times open parenthesis B times C closing parenthesis. All right, the commutative law for addition. The commutative law for addition. A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication. A times B equals B times A. All right, I did have to sing it. Praise the Lord. All right, Latin. We will just sing Latin. And we're going to start with first conjugation endings imperfect tense. So, I'm thinking, no, I don't think this is the one we had the motions on. Okay, so it's just bomba spot, bomba spot to spot, bomba spot, Bomb is bunt is bunt. First conjugation, imperfect tense, imperfect tense. All right, first conjugation endings, future tense. Bo, bis, bit, bam is bit is bunt. Bo, bis, bit, bam is bit is bunt. First conjugation, future tense, future tense. First conjugation endings, perfect tense. Est, it, ms, etis, erit. First conjugation, perfect tense. Est, it, ms, estis, erit. First conjugation, perfect tense. And now the first conjugation endings, pluperfect tense. Eram, eras, erat. Eramis, eratis, erant. First conjugation, pluperfect tense. All right. Now we will review our science. Did we do science? Surely I did science. For some reason, I feel like I skipped that one. Oh, I did. Reflection, refraction. Okay, I remember it now. Okay, so what is Newton's first law of motion? So Newton, the sign language N, first law of motion states that an object at rest tends to remain at rest, and an object in motion tends to continue moving in a straight line at a constant speed unless an outside force acts upon it. What is Newton's second law of motion? Newton's second law of motion states that force equals mass times acceleration. Let's do that again because I totally messed that up. Okay, what is Newton's second law of motion? Newton's second law of motion states that force equals mass